reason is really, really, really dope. Like,
Yo, reason!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's reason.
Boys,
yeah.
I went to follow EmGee to Harare. That's how important EmGee is. Untouchable in the city.
I was on you.
Hey, Jitaora. Say to follow Harare. We're supposed to be doing this in Gweru.
H City.
Kitunga Tower.
This is an important interview.
No, don't care.
So we had to
follow Harare.
Yeah.
So we always used to hang out now EmGee, Patatum Gweru, and we talked about music. Mostly music. Tupac. Mostly.
Machiavelli.
What do you think is the Zimbabwean Tupac? Or who can reach that level of legend or legendary? If you had to take one person, what would you put?
Are you asking me or you asking me?
I'm asking you.
Oh, shit. I don't know. You're putting me on the spot now.
That's a light question. All right.
Zimbabwe Tupac, there's no comparison.
Okay, as in making based on impact and everything.
Well, you always have your own legends, and depending with your genre.
Who's your own Zimbabwean legend?
In what? In music or hip hop?
In hip hop. We're talking about hip hop.
All right. I don't know. I can say, well, it depends what you're talking about in terms of influence.
Okay, using your criteria of legendary, who would you put?
Chimbopoza.
No, it's okay. Let's keep rolling. I don't like this.
Now I have to name drop.
Yeah, you have to name drop. All right, Kido, what do you put?
Because it depends. If we put out names, like we've created a bar, which is.
But then a legend is a legend. Someone who's good, he is good, or she is good.
Because as of now, Tsikangopa in open space that anyone can make it to a legendary status. Anyone who is in the game, anyone who is releasing music or anything can make it.
Okay, so I'm about legend status. Let me rephrase that. If you were to export Zimbabwean hip hop, who would you put out to the world?
No, that's another.
Okay, let me give names.
That's another conversation. That's another topic.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that.
You're talking about legendary. Who's a legend?
Obviously, a legend is the one who represents the country or the genre.
Well, with Zim hip hop, it's difficult. I don't know. I always have a problem with. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but the problem negative. If you wanna export something, it's something people should relate to.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So if you're gonna be rapping in Shona, like what's that guy's name? Shana. If you're gonna be rapping in Shana, then it's gonna be it's gonna be a bit harder to reach someone who's in Spain or another country.
To export the music, right?
The music, because they can't understand what you're saying. They might enjoy the music, the instrumentals, but they can't understand the words.
Then we all know about they've exported Amapiano, and Amapiano usually is not English.
Yeah,
they've exported Davido.
But that's not hip hop.
Okay, in hip hop, they've exported is it M5 or those guys from Nigeria? Okay, would you export Tigons or Sun between the two?
Tigons or who?
Sun.
I don't know.
Union
what
5.
Sun is.
What's a Union 5? Okay.
I
Well,
just
you don't know. You don't
no,
know.
no disrespect, but I just don't know. I don't know the group. Sorry.
Okay, so it's one person.
It's one.
It's a person. Okay, Kidomi. Sun known. He's not known by you, so it's like it's anonymous.
Okay, please tell us more about him.
Okay.
So that maybe we get to know.
Nah, he's been in the game. He's actually one of the best hip-hop artists. And you know Sun?
Yeah, I do.
Sun and Tigons. Who would you export?
I would export myself first. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
No,
That's it.
no, it's not
Then-
about hyping yourself up. It's about, of course, you're an artist, and we understand everybody would put themselves first. Or besides you, who
I would
you
export Tigons.
Tigons.
Yeah.
You think in Tigons can relate to the international crowd?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think Tigons can relate to the international crowd? EmGee.
Well, you're making my argument harder.
What do you
Because
mean?
I said if you're rapping in vernacular, then it's going to be hard to export. And then you're asking me, can we export Tigons?
Because
But
why I've said Tigons, because in any I personally know Tigons better than
Then Sun.
It's
Sun.
not about
like
you knowing someone personally.
like their music.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, I've been around people who can't speak the language. But for example, I'll give you like Managatas Winky D. Like someone might enjoy Winky D's music, like the Jecha song.
Yeah.
It went viral. And like they're not even Zimbabwean, but they'll relate to, because they listen to reggae, they listen to dancehall.
Yeah.
So they relate to the instrumental. And then if the vibe matches whatever they're doing, kind of they're hanging out, then they might enjoy the song. But with commercial success, like my Afro beats and stuff like that, it'll be hard and it's in hip-hop, I think. It's very hard.
So would you export Tigons
What do you mean, would I export Tigons?
to other countries? Okay, Tigons is going to Tomorrowland. Would you put his name on the list?
Well, I'm not a promoter, so I wouldn't. No, not that I wouldn't put him, but I don't know that avenue, so I don't know what I would do.
Don't you think that's
Maybe you have to throw in more names.
Okay.
Throw more names
Oh,
in
let's
the
put-
jar,
let's-
then I'll know.
Let's put Holitain, let's put Faust, let's put Tigons, let's put what's from Peru? Let's put yourself, let's put Kiddo Crowns.
No.
Because let's say two must die. Who are you killing? There's 5 people. Tigons, Holitain, vote,
False.
EmGee, and Kiddo Crowns. 2 must die. Who are you killing? To say, okay, stop this hip hop thing that you're doing. Go home. Go farm. Carrots or some shit.
This guy.
So you can see, you know what Carrots does. Yeah,
No, I'll pass it to Kiddo.
yeah. Everybody answers. Your answer also. 2 must die
Who would
out
you
of 5
kill?
names.
You said Holitain and who?
Holitain, votes, Tigons, you, and EmGee.
I'll kill Holitain and Tigons. No
So,
doubt.
so if you kill Tigons, who are you exporting now?
Now that's a different question.
No, all questions relate.
I'll still export him, but then I'll kill him.
Okay, export.
Yeah.
Oh, export him. Okay, EmGee. Who are you killing?
Well, I'm gonna be biased a little bit because I think music is subject to preference,
Yeah.
and I'm more of a bar guy and more of a technical
MG
guy.
is giving us some Kanye moments over here. He doesn't really answer a question.
No, I'm gonna answer your question, but I'll get there. I'm explaining why I'm giving you the answer.
Okay, that's all right.
Or maybe you want me to give you the
No,
answer.
no,
first,
it's
then I'll
okay.
explain myself.
Everybody has their way of answering.
Okay. So, like I said, subject to preference, but I personally prefer T-Gons and who were the other
There was
names?
Votes, there was you, there was MG, there was Holly Tang.
T-Gons and Kido.
Those are the people who are dying.
Oh, who am I gonna kill?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'll kill Hollyton and Votes.
Why do you guys hate Holly Tang?
Why do you say? Why are you saying we hate him?
Because you're killing him.
Who said we hated?
Considering he is the biggest artist and he has resurrected the hip hop game.
How is he?
SP, some people in SP statistics. Don't you think Holly Tang resurrected the hip hop game in
But that won't stop us from killing him, though. Is that more of a visa that you won't be killed?
Yeah, in a way, since he's actually done something for the industry.
Nah, that's not it.
What's that?
Well, that's why I was saying it's subject to preference.
Yeah.
That's why I say that, because I just don't prefer the way he raps.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
You get it? So I prefer more creative bars. He does have like punchlines.
Wouldn't you want a Holly Tang feature?
Wouldn't I want a Holy 10 feature?
Yeah.
I'm not seeking, I'm not looking for it.
Kidu.
Yeah,
What
that's
did
it.
you-
That's it.
That's the same answer.
That's the same answer.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it's there, it's there. If it's not there, it's not there. So it's not like it's something we're
what are we
chasing.
chasing? Are we
Yeah.
chasing hype or we want to make
Good music.
good music?
So you're saying Holly Tang's music is work?
No, we didn't say that. You said it.
No, I'm asking.
He said he's the biggest, he's resurrected statistics, and what that all relates to hype, isn't it?
Okay, MG, what's the most beautiful chick you've ever seen? Yeah, I know. I changed the subject.
Chico woman,
Woman.
my mother.
That's a diplomatic answer, but that's okay. That's okay. I cannot obviously say it. What's the most beautiful chick you've ever seen? Or should we
Obviously.
go for a head break?
No, it's obviously my mom. Just like that.
I was that.
Just like that.
Oh, let's
No,
go.
let's flip it. Who's the most beautiful chick you've seen?
Me.
Yeah, Mr. Interview.
Let's go to for a head break. Now let's talk about music. Talk it as serious. Pepper Chimuta or all banter. What are the parameters of good music in your point of view? Or in your point of view?
Lyrics on point.
Lyrics on point one.
Beat on point.
Mm.
Melodies. Melodies, right?
Yes. 3.
Then the final product, mixing and mastering, yeah.
Those are the parameters of good music.
Yeah.
MG.
Jesus.
You know,
Lyrics.
you guys what you doing?
What else should I say?
Okay. So
Well, good lyrics, a good beat, and then at least you make sure you're on beat as well,
yeah.
because some rappers rap off beat.
Okay.
I won't name names, but Varigo, Zirigo,
Oh, I was right an improv.
mas
Okay. So I remember today, just in the morning, we were talking to someone. Actually, he was hyping Tupac up. Like, yeah, Tupac is a legend, wara. I was like, yes, that we agree. Then he stated a point saying, not music, and Lil Wayne. I was like, Lil Wayne is a legend with this generation. Then the guy said the lyrics were chichi. I was like, okay, have you ever analyzed my lyrics at Lil Wayne, and do you really understand with music, pharmacy? What do you think about Lil Wayne? Do you think can get the legend status of our generation in terms of lyrics and using those parameters of good music?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So Lil Wayne,
Lil Wayne has been holding it up like down for a while.
It's fun,
Yeah.
This was longevity. He has been there for a long time. Then, if you're saying my lyrics, I don't know what the conversation was with Mamstar and SJ.
No, it's just like my lyrics like it's like no.
Yes,
Yeah.
zvasiyana nakudhara kana kuti angagara ari enema.
He was just saying kuti my lyrics either fana like I was like, no, every generation any type of music so you can't expect us. And I was telling you before Tupac there were other people. And there was a time when Tupac ate on our music away. Thug life, day for my wara.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because at a certain point they wanted to ban his music. So there were people who had problems with that music too. So.
And I know you're a Tupac fanatic. Kido, you're a fanatic of Tupac as well.
Yeah, I am.
So let's talk about the battle between Biggie and Tupac. Lyrically, what do you think underrated?
Should I go or Kido should go first?
Anyone can go. It's okay.
Oh, well, it depends with what you like. But Biggie was more of a technical rapper.
Yeah.
The way he played with words and the way
Words.
he rhymes. And you can listen to him telling a story forever. But Tupac, on the other end, was just a different beast. It's like he would paint a picture for you. Even if he's dissing you, it's like... And he used to be... It was like name dropping, like it was direct. Whereas Biggie is like...
Yeah, Tupac was blunt.
Subliminals.
He was just straight to the point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think Tupac won the battle?
Yeah, kinda, but then it depends on what you are looking for at a particular moment. If you are looking for rhymes, you go to Biggie. You know what I mean? If you are looking for the content, Pac.
What do you think won the battle between the two?
What?
Didn't I answer you?
No.
I said it depends on which side you are on.
I'm asking you.
They both won.
Who won the battle? And it depends.
What do you mean though? Who won the battle? Like what are you comparing? Are you comparing the diss songs, or you're comparing their careers, like their music?
In terms of careers and music, we all know Tupac. Get the ball right. But in terms of diss songs,
What you're saying here, you're comparing Who Shot Ya and Hit Them Up.
there was also going back to Kali. There was.
Well, but Tupac was dead, so there's an argument there. Then you can also bring back the diss tracks that were not released, the unreleased ones.
Yeah.
If you do that.
Comparing Woshocha and Hit Them Up.
Well, Tupac won hands down because Hit Them Up was a hit.
Hit them up was.
It's still
was
a
fire.
hit. It's still bigger than Who Shot Ya.
Okay.
But technically, which is hard to decide, because technically Who Shot Ya was more technical. It was, in terms of rhymes, it was better than Hit Them Up. But which one had a bigger impact? Hit Them Up was bigger.
Okay. That's all right. So let's talk about we all from Kweru.
Yeah.
And do you know many Kweru artists?
I think I know a few. I'm not based in Guerrero right now, but yeah.
What do you
I
know?
do
What
try
do you
to
know
keep
from
it.
Kweru?
Like the ones who live in Guero right now, who are based in Guero.
Yeah. The one.
I think I know there's K-Flow
Yeah.
from Senga.
Okay.
Mfana Pachecha.
Yeah.
I know that guy, but I think that's about it. And Kido Q.
Okay. Kido,
Mm-hmm.
what do you know from Guero? Artists, Guero artists.
Is it just artists or
Artists, like Guero hip-hop artists.
just hip hop?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, nah, I think that's it for me.
We've got EmGee,
Yeah.
Mad Dog,
Yeah.
Young Zai, Peace T. A
Yeah.
lot. A lot.
I've done a span of interviews, right? And
Yeah.
I've realized that K-Flow his name comes up almost every time.
Mm.
So is it safe to say he's the best artist in Guero?
What do you mean?
Uyimfesi ma questions zakhe. I don't.
Every time I'm talking, which artist, K-Flow comes up every
Well,
day.
for me, you're talking about that, like who's exportable and who's, and I think he does a good job putting himself out. I don't know who he works with, or does he have someone pushing him, or, but whatever he's doing, I think it's working. If it's uploading music on YouTube, at least, because I'm far, I'm not based in Gueri, so I'm not like in touch with what's happening at the moment. But if
Yeah.
I see it online, then it's like, there's Mfana Okusenga, or Gueri no rapper by the name K-Flow, then obviously it's gonna catch my eye.
So is it safe to call him the best rapper? Or our very own Guero?
Yeah, I would just say he's good. I think he's pretty good.
Exportable.
Obviously, yeah, he has potential.
Okay. Kido?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So if someone comes and would endorse K-Flow
Mm.
and nobody else, or who else would you put on the list?
Whoever I know who's good, ka. So
Yeah.
I know K-Flow and I know Kido. Who else can I put?
Those two only.
And myself, if I had the chance to
Yeah.
pick myself.
Okay, Kido, who would you export from Manawataura? Which two people would you export? Just two people.
EmGee is already exported.
Yeah.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Yeah.
So it's Mad Dog and EmGee only.
Oh, there is You Black Boy.
Yeah, shout out to your Black Boy. One of
Yeah.
the best rappers out of Guero. If you check his music, you understand. Personally,
Yeah.
I think
Some dope stuff.
it's in the same, what you call it, same avenues with
K-Flow.
guys like K-Flow, guys like Breezy Nokem, the guys like what's his name? That one from item. The one nagemba na Mad Dog. But yeah, wanenge vari passes betray people.
Oh, Colorful Kid. Easy.
Yeah, Colorful Kid. You know
Yeah.
Colorful Kid?
I
Easy.
don't.
Oh, yeah. I think the problem is what do you think the problem is for Guero artists? Someone might be good, but then no one really knows them.
Oh, I think it's down to marketing, isn't it? Like, are they putting themselves out there?
But how would you advise like a young Guero artist trying to make it in the game?
Well, I don't know. Maybe Kido can answer.
Yeah.
Because
How would you advise a young artist?
Well, it depends. First off, you just have to start with your marketing skills. How are you marketing your music, your network, and yeah, who do you know? and what are you doing about it? Yeah, that's
That's the issue we're talking about the other day about human capital, isn't it?
Yeah.
So who do you know? And sometimes even if you don't have the finance, the money to do it yourself, sometimes that human capital, people might help
work
you.
out, yeah.
So you also have to mix and mingle
Yeah.
with the top dogs.
Yeah, I understand that.
Mhm.
We all know that Gweru hosts a span of shows, right?
Mm.
And on the lineup, there is never a hip hop artist. If you've checked, what do you think is the problem?
Who you know is just the problem, because people put out people they know.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah, it's like me. If I'm gonna make a show, and I'm the one promoting it, and then I don't know the people. If they don't bring themselves to me, then how am I gonna put them on the list? They're gonna ask me, so which query rapper do you want to represent? And I'll be like, K-Flow, because that's the guy I know.
Yeah.
But then you won't go into some of my guys like
Black Boy.
Black Boy and stuff like
that.
that.
As well. And
So-
Kido Crowns. Shout out to Kido Crowns.
Mm.
So, okay, let's go for a head break. How do we do this in a proper way without? Let's talk. You guys are all artists.
Yeah.
So I realize within the Vunza Mangma question, this now Vunza, the important questions.
Right.
The important question that I would ask you guys, the both of you, is one of what drew you to being an artist? Okay, ndakutoda kuita kunyorera marips ndakutoda kuimba.
It's the love of music.
Okay.
First you're a fan, then as time goes on, you start developing interest in writing.
Yeah.
For me, that's how I got into music. Because I was a fan first, a hip hop fan. Then you get to understand good. Rapping is poetry. It's like
Poetry and everything.
you're telling a story. You're telling stories about that. That's how I write my raps. Telling true stories about me, about myself. So it's kind of therapy as well. Like sometimes I just write raps, then I don't even perform them or release them. It's kind of therapy.
So you talked about okay. Let me ask you, what drew you to being an artist?
Me, I feel like I was filling in the gaps, which I couldn't like hear in the music that was already there. You know what I mean? Because if you listen to my type of music, it's something which is way different. So me, I was just like filling in the gaps of what I felt like was missing. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what drove me to.
Let's talk about your guys' song, Jordan. What inspired that? Paya pataka yambuka Jordan. Me and my niggas will be rolling.
Like,
No times are hard. No visa card. But we keep on working.
we're just talking about how life goes in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a certain point in life where you are before some blessings or some kind of living.
Yeah.
Or some kind of situation.
Mm.
Yeah, so we're just trying to talk about after some circumstances we'll be bowling. You know what I mean? After some difficulties, after some struggles and all that.
Just so you remember the lyrics from that song.
Yeah, I do.
Can you hit us up with a young? Like let's analyze
Which
that.
part?
Let's be the student of the game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's analyze your lyrics. Maybe first 32 words.
Alright, cool. I start.
Well, I think it'll be easier if you start with the chorus because.
The chorus, I feel like it's
Oh, you want the-
self-explanatory.
Okay.
Paya Jordan. Me and my niggas would be rolling. Then you heard the first verse, isn't
No,
it?
I had the second.
Where's
Q had the
first?
first verse.
I heard the first verse.
Yeah.
I kick in by saying EmGee drop 250.
Yeah.
Then I turn 250 to 500.
Yeah.
From 500 to a 1K. What am I talking about?
EmGee, you drove the 50.
EmGee drop 50.
EmGee dropped 250.
250.
250.
And 250 turned into 500.
That's just simple math.
Yeah.
500
That's
to
just
1K.
simple math.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go a little further.
Well, he's being technical, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing with words, playing with numbers, but at the same time, he's telling you something.
I'm telling you something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, 500 to 1,000, 1K.
From 1K, I need a door key. I need a key to the doors. You know,
Yeah.
doors. You open doors for. What do you open doors for? What do you open doors when you open a door?
Cabin.
Hmm?
And there's a span of options.
Like you open a door for you to get into another lane, into another zone, into another room. You know what I mean? Into another elevation. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's a new level I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah. I'm talking about another level. Yeah.
Then after the door key.
Do we still do we
This
still
is-
do
yeah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah,
to revise the whole song?
No. The lyrics are pretty interesting. That's why.
Do we have to revise the whole song?
The lyrics are.
So
pretty
basically, that's what we are saying.
Okay, you can go a little further after the door key. Let's hear that. The door key.
No, they call me Kido. That's a do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm now getting into some deep musical items. You know what I mean? Deep musical shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, do re mi fa sol la ti do. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
5-star, I'm a 5-star.
I'm a 5-star. So that's basically the whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EmGee.
Then
EmGee, self-explanatory. Days are hard, times are hard. No visa car,
but
but
we keep on working.
Yeah. After that, we keep on working then. When times hard. When times hard, that's fine. At that time.
times have always been hard in
Times are
Zimbabwe.
always
I don't know
hard.
what you're talking about, bro.
No.
Every day is a struggle, bro.
Every day is a struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we understand.
So days
But
are
then-
hard, times are hard. No visa card. Back then we didn't even have
You know
visa
what
cards.
happens with lyrics?
Mm.
It's like when you are an artist, you are telling a story in someone's shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Sometimes.
someone when someone listens to your song, it has to tell a story because probably that's what they are going through. at
They
that
can
particular
relate
moment.
to it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you are writing lyrics, you have to consider a number of things.
Yeah.
So times might not have been hard, but when you listen to the song, probably they are hard or they have been hard. Or you know, what
Because if you look at Jordan, we did it in 2018, right?
Yeah. And the video is fire as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I remember I was supposed to go with you guys, but then I was at work and it was cold.
Yeah,
It was
I
cool.
remember it was cold.
it was.
And people don't understand when you watch the video in summer, you think it was easy. That was hard on that day.
Really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cold, but we had to do it with the limited time. And just make sure you put the work together and you
Yeah.
just do it. That's
So
what
that was 2018.
Mm.
Did you guys release another song featuring each other? Or that was like 2018, and you're waiting for
We have,
2028.
we have various. We have songs we did before, right?
Yeah, we did it.
We ran G-Town. Yes, I know we ran G-Town.
We ran G-Town. We did another song called Takachila Muhud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Hood.
Okay. Of the 3 songs, which one do you
Mm.
think is the best?
It depends with how you're feeling. Like,
How are you feeling right now? Which one is the best?
right now, like I'm chilled, man. I'm in my hood. I'm in my nest. So right now, I would want to listen to Hood.
To Hood, yeah.
Good, yeah.
Takachila Muhud.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, and I think it would be probably something controversial to talk about G-Town when we're in H-Town.
And,
We ran G-Town.
no, we ran from G-Town to come to this interview. Let's talk about
That's it.
Oh God.
elaborate the music. The type of quiz that I have are a bit controversial, and I know you guys are situated to
Man, Watanga.
you wanted to
Watanga,
run up on me.
I'm sorry.
If I ask a serious question,
Yeah, shoot.
but no.
You
Yes,
should-
so-
no, shoot. I'm just joking. I'm just.
I never know. You've got your poker face is a bit. I don't know when you're joking when you learned.
Yeah.
As the MG comes, our question like controversial, so don't get you votes. Well, we call that the 8th floor. Are we on the 8th floor, is it?
8th floor.
Yeah, on the 8th floor. It's a long way down, guys.
Unusika pass wafa.
Come on. So I'm staying away from the controversial. Okay.
Why are you being a snitch?
No, I'm not being a snitch, I'm just being real. So people know. And so you said
Okay.
you're not based in yeah. Where you based in?
I'm based in California, United States.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm based in Brisbane, Australia. Brisbane,
Okay.
Brisbane, Australia.
Oh,
Yeah.
is there hip hop in Brisbane? I know it's a farming.
I think hip hop is everywhere. It's like a universal language. So even if you go to India, I'm pretty sure you find hip hop there.
Habibi. Habibi. Okay.
Yeah.
So comparing, you've been to Australia, you've been you've been here in Zim. Which music would you rather listen to, the Australian hip hop or the Zimbabwean hip hop?
Well, I'll always be biased because I'm Zimbabwean, so I spent most of my time in Zimbabwe. I think I left when I was 20. Now I'm 27, so I've only lived there for 7 years. 20 against 7, and my first language is I don't know if I can say I have a first language, but
Yeah.
I speak Shona and Ndebele, so if I listen to a Shona and Ndebele song, then I'll relate better to it than to an English song.
Yeah.
So I think I'll always be biased because I'll always love Zimbabwean music more.
Okay. Just to give a shout out and remembering the guy, you guys shot Jordan with Kelvin, R.I.P. to Kelvin.
Yeah.
What were you doing, or where were you when you found out that Kelvin had passed? What were you doing, and what was your thought process when you heard the news?
Well, I don't know what I was doing at that present moment. Probably coming from work or something. Then just scrolling on the internet. Then finding out that, Kelvin had passed. Which was heartbreaking because it's someone he had a very intimate moment with. Because music is like...
Creating moments.
Yeah. So like when we actually drove 2 hours to Blawayo to
Yeah.
record Jordan, and we were with Calvin in the studio pretty much the whole night,
Yeah.
you know. And yeah, it was tragic. It was just sad losing someone like that, especially like he was valuable and he was very important for the culture.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So hip hop guys cry.
One of the guys who actually imported like the local sound, isn't it?
yeah,
The song
yeah. Casper.
with Casper, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Casper. Or before we talk about Casper, where were you when you heard that Kelvin had died, and what was your thought process?
I still remember it was in the morning. I was still in bed
Yeah.
and I was checking my Instagram. Then I saw this other post on Guero Famous Seko
Yeah.
talking about Calvin's death.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a tragic moment because he's someone we worked with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really sad. And also few minutes later, because probably not gonna forget it's just clout or something. Yeah, but then
Hoax.
few minutes later, the story's all over the news. Then
Yeah.
The official statement.
official statement. I still remember I got a message from EmGee. Yo, did you hear about the sad news?
Mm.
And it
Yeah.
was sad indeed.
Do hip hop guys cry?
Everyone cries.
Okay. What makes you cry? When last did you cry?
But when you get hate, you just have to cry. To just
Yeah, I
think-
cry when I'm cutting onions.
Okay. You cry when you're cutting onions as well.
Yeah.
That's the only time you cry.
And besides, if I get hate, I'll cry. Obviously.
When was the
Like,
last time you
why?
cried?
Why not? I can't remember. It's been a while.
Have you ever cried for a
For a hand. I think I did. I once did. Yeah.
Okay. What did happen?
I was just crying of affection, I guess. Because if
Okay.
you love someone so much, you just. Yeah.
Do you think? Okay, let me ask EmGee before I come back to you.
Mm.
Have you ever cried for a
I don't think so. I don't no, I haven't.
Never.
Never.
Okay. So let's interview the crying dog.
Yeah. What you saying?
Hey.
Well, I think because it's not that like I'm strong or whatever, but I just think people.
You've never met any hand that can make you cry.
No, but people have their different ways of. Even if you're hurt, like some people, they can lose someone important and they won't cry, but
Okay.
it doesn't mean they're not hurt.
Yeah.
Some people cry when they're happy. Some people cry when they're watching a movie.
You see.
And some people cry when they're cutting onions.
There you go.